Hey everyone, my name is Tiffany. Just wanted to come on and share my story. It's my first video, so just bear with me. Um, so I am in stage 4 colon cancer. I was diagnosed back in November. It was 2 weeks before my 33rd birthday. Yeah, shocking. Normally, when you hear somebody say that they have cancer, they're a little bit older, especially with colon cancer. Um, they don't start testing until you're 50, and I think males have it more than females, or are affected more. But in my case, I am 33 years old, and yeah, I have stage 4 colon cancer. Um, just wanted to come on and share. I've been dealing with this for the past 4 months, that I've past 3 months, something like that. But I really started seeing symptoms last December. I was pregnant with my daughter. I was 4 months pregnant, and I thought that they were uh, internal hemorrhoids. Uh, that's something that pregnant women get when they're pregnant. But I was having rectal bleeding and, abdominal pain and things like that. So I thought that's what it was, just being pregnant. Um, I went to the ER just to make sure, everything was okay. They did an ultrasound on the baby. The baby was fine. And I said, I'm having rectal bleeding, and is this normal for me to have this? And the doctor was like, yeah, it might be just internal hemorrhoids. So I was like, okay, all right. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, just make sure you stay on top of these symptoms and how how they affect you day to day. Fast forward to this past September. Um, About to share TMI, but I was going to the bathroom one night and noticed that I there was a lot of blood. Um, more than before, more than usual. In my case, but it was a lot of blood, and I was freaked out. I mean, blood was everywhere. It soaked through my underwear, soaked through my pants. I mean, everywhere. So I went to the ER. This time I met a different physician, and she was saying basically the same thing, but she was like, "Well, let me recommend you to the GI and go from there." Now, the first time that I went to the ER back in December, the guy was like, I think I was 30, I was 32 at the time. Yeah, December. I just had my birthday in November, so yeah, 32. Um, he was telling me, you're young, you're healthy. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but I should have asked for like a rectal exam or some kind of other test to see, or the fecal occult blood test. Um, that's when you have a bowel movement, and if they see it's positive for blood, then something's going on. They have to do further testing, which is what I did. But he was telling me, yeah, you're young, and you're healthy. Just if you're still having these symptoms later on down the road, come back. Especially because after I had my baby, I was thinking, okay, if these are internal hemorrhoids that's causing me these symptoms, then they should be going away by now. They didn't go away. The blood was there. So yeah, like I said, I went to the physician in December, and she referred me to the GI. Got a colonoscopy done, and it came back that I had a malignant tumor in my colon. So I met with my surgeon, who was awesome, um, and he told me that we can remove the cancer, the tumor, excuse me. Um, we can remove the tumor, but we need to do more testing and things like that. So I did a CT, came back that um, I had lesions on my liver. So he called me. He personally called me on my cell phone and said that I want you to do a PET scan because I saw lesions. Um, I think the PET scan shows further. It's more thorough than the CT scan is. Um, so I did the PET scan. PET scan confirmed that it did reach my liver. I think it hit a couple of lymph nodes too. But anyway, so at that time, I met with him again and found out that I was stage 4, which is the highest stage that you can be at. Is stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think 3 and 4 are like the ones that metastasize, or the cancer spreads or whatever. So he told me I was stage 4, and then he brought up the fact that the tumor had been growing for a couple of years. I was like, huh? A couple of years? A couple of years. I mean, I didn't know what to think. I thought, it just kind of happened so fast because I wasn't having any symptoms up until last year, last December. And that's when I noticed them. So, um, I mean, in that moment, I don't know how I can even begin to describe how I was feeling because I really didn't know how to feel. Like when we did the colonoscopy and I read that it was malignant, I said malignant adenocarcinoma. I don't know, something like that. But when I read those words, I'm like, okay, this is something serious. Um, this is something serious. So I kind of knew already that something wasn't right, that this could be more than what I thought it was. Um, I mean, the first thought in my mind were my kids, like, you know, will I, be able to see them grow up, be successful in their lives, and sorry guys, um, what I can't really say that I was upset or I was scared. I was scared when I found out that that's what it really was. Like I don't know. I was scared. um, I'll just say that. But fast forward a couple of weeks, I had the surgery to remove the colon because he said that with the tumor still in there, you know, um, caused me more harm than good. So we did the surgery. Did the surgery on December 7th. Got the tumor taken out, and then after that, had another meeting with him and discussed chemotherapy, um, which is what I'm going to do in a couple of days. So just want to show you guys my port. You can see a little bump underneath my skin. That's where the chemo is going to be. I asked him not to put it by my tattoo, but I mean, I shouldn't have got the tattoo there. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be getting that in a couple of days. Kind of nervous about it because I hear like a lot of people saying, how you know kind of giving horror stories about how it makes you feel, and food doesn't taste right anymore, you're nauseous, you don't have a lot of energy, things like that. But I thank God that I have a really great support system. A lot of my family, my husband's family, my coworkers, my dear friends. Um, I mean, a lot of people have been praying for me, and helping me through this, and checking on me from time to time and making sure I'm okay. Um, it really keeps me going. It keeps me going, and keeps me positive. And I want to I feel like I've always been a positive person. Like I always try to see the optimism in things. Like I don't like to be sad. I hate crying, but I do have my moments where, I get down about it. And, like I said, I think about my kids and how much I want to be here for them. And, you know, um, what if, you know, you know, that, I don't even want to bring that up, but, I do have that in my mind from time to time. I have my moments, but at the same time, as you can see on my shirt, God is dope. I have a strong faith in God, and I believe that He is going to get me through this. I, stay positive by praying. I have other people, like I said, I have a great support system that's praying for me and thinking about me and things like that. And that really helps me get through the journey that I'm going through. It gets me through every day. Just you know, having people saying that they're thinking about me or they call me or text me or anything like that. That you know, I have no choice but to get better. I have no choice but to be positive because if they tell me that, like they always say that I give them strength because of how I hold myself in this. Like I'm always positive. And my mom, we were talking one day and she just said, live your life, live your life. And I think that that's helping because before all this, I was living my life, but now that I'm going through this, it makes me appreciate life a lot more, especially with my kids. Like, how kids can be, they can always be running around getting on your nerves. Especially I have two boys, and I have a 6-year-old son, a 3-year-old son, and a 8-month-old daughter. And those two boys there, oh my god, they fight so much. They have like a love hate relationship, but they're brothers. I mean, you know, it's tough sometimes because it's stressful. But I wouldn't change a thing about motherhood at all. I love my children dearly. Like, I love them to to life. I'm gonna say I love them to life. Um, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, like they keep me going. I'll just start right there, I guess, because I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, they keep me going. I mean, just hearing them call me all the time, and give me those smiles and the hugs, and you know, it just makes me appreciate them so much more because they're not gonna stay little forever. That's the sad part. Like they're not gonna stay little forever. So you learn to cherish those moments. You learn to cherish those moments and be grateful for those moments because they're only little ones. So I just want to be here. I'm going to do my best on my end. You know, going through this. Staying positive and just enjoying life. Just enjoying life. Taking one day at a time. Breathe. Breathe is the next thing I can say. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Clear your thoughts. Um, think about the blessings that you have in your life. Like number one, waking up. That's a blessing because everybody's not gonna wake up. Um, being able to see the sky and the stars and your family, and getting to love them another day. That's what keeps me going. And just laughter is like the best thing. I love to laugh. And my brother and sister is always, I don't know why I'm tearing up, but they always send me these videos like on Instagram and stuff, like just stupid videos people make nowadays, these memes and everything like that, and that keeps me going. Like I was just telling my brother today, because he commented on somebody else's page, and I told him that, I love the bond that we have, and that he's so cool. Like, it's crazy. He's so cool. Like, he's so laid back, but at the same time, it's like we have the same. I think we had like the same interests and everything like that, and growing up together, we didn't always have this bond because it was like sibling rivalry, like not sibling rivalry, but like he would get on me and my sisters. I have a twin sister. He would get on our nerves so bad. He would get on our nerves so bad. Like we would be like, "Mom, Dad, DJ's doing this. Mom, Dad, DJ's doing that," and it was so dumb. Like we would like just hate our brother, but I mean, it wasn't really hate, but we're brother and sister. But now that we're grown and we have our own children, we don't have our own families. We don't see each other every day, but when we talk, it's like like we do, and I just love the fact that you know he's just strong, and that keeps me strong. Um, he's like always praying for me, and they one night I was telling I brought my family over to the house so I can tell him what was going on, and he's sitting beside me and talking and things like that, and he pulled up a scripture. I think it was Joshua. Um, Forgive me, it was like Joshua something, and it was verse 7 through 9 or something like that. I can't remember what chapter, but sorry. But anyway, the way that he was talking, like in so much strength, it was just amazing to me. Like, if he feels like that, then that'll give me strength. And if my other family members like feel the same way and they're praying for me and everything like that, that gives me strength. Like it really does. And going back to my twin, like you know, our bond is crazy. Like we're best friends, and I hate to tell her things because I don't want her to feel sad or whatever. But if I have strength, then she has strength. Like she doesn't want to see me go through this, but she's there, with me every step of the way. And like I said, like my family, my brother and sister always send me like crazy videos and stuff. So I like to laugh. But I mean, if as long as you stay positive and whatever you're going through, you actually sit down, you take a moment, and you think about your life. Think about the blessings that you have every day, the blessings that we take for granted. Just think about that. You know, that should keep you going. Because you're blessed with another day. You're blessed with air in your lungs. You're blessed with food on the table. You're blessed with people that love you. You know, I'm always told that I'm not alone in this, and I don't want you to feel like you're alone in whatever you're going through. Um, just know that God loves you. Um, Somebody out there loves you, whoever it may be. Just keep going. Just keep going. Like I said, live your life. I try to live that day by day, but there are times that I get in that rut, but I can't stay there. I really can't. Like well, I know what it is, but God inside me is like, nah, bro. You need to get out of that, and you need to either talk to me, you need to read your word, or you need to talk to somebody about how you feel. You know, it you know doesn't do you any good if you stay sad. It doesn't do you any good to stay in that rut. It doesn't do you any good to stay, you know, mad about something, because it doesn't help the situation. And the more that you stay positive about what you're going through, um, I think the better the outcome. And in my case, I think the more that I stay positive, of course, with changing my diet and having the surgery and doing chemo, it'll bring me back to where I need to be. So, just wanted to come and share my story. Like I said, if there's anybody going through this, you're not alone. Right there with you. If you're going through something else, just like I said, take a moment, think about your life, think about the blessings that you have. You might not be the richest person in the world, you might not have the job that you want, but hey, you got more than the next person, and pray for that person too. The ones that don't have. But yeah, just wanted to share my story. Sorry about rambling. My thoughts are everywhere. But yeah. Hopefully this won't be the last video, even though it's the first video. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me anything. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.